Good evening, everyone. Yes, we love a celebration here at Hochanda, and of course it's the 13th birthday of Pink Frog. The one-day special launch was at 6 o'clock and it was tremendously busy. Already 2/3 of the stock has already gone. Now, being a birthday celebration, we do have a gift with purchase as well. But what more of a gift would we want than Hazel with us this evening? Hello, Hazel. Joe, we're just saying, actually, we do keep an eye on social media, and there's some lovely messages saying what a great demonstrator you are.
Oh,
which
that's
is
lovely.
so true.
Thank
and
you.
I know I've had a sneaky peek at what you've got in store for us this hour as well.
Yes, I'm excited to show everyone.
Wonderful. We will get to Hazel soon, of course. Now, I did mention gift with purchase, and I've got that here for you. So everybody's going to receive the Wedding Ivory Flower Shaping Paper. 20 sheets in total. They're A4, obviously. It's one pack per customer, and it's with any purchase of the show, not just the one-day special. So make sure that you check those baskets out and you will get yours included with your order. Now, let's have a look at the one-day special. This is where it's been so busy. We've got 2 brand new stamp sets here as well, and they are absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I can see we've got irises, we've got daffodils there, Hazel.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. I haven't been able to put them down. Tulips, butterflies, the stems, and I love the wording in the background. It all just works together beautifully, but they're infectious. I just cannot. Is that the right word, infectious?
I think you can use that word.
I'm going to use it. I'm
Definitely.
sticking with it. Honestly, I just couldn't put them down. They've been such a joy to work with.
Infectious and addictive.
There you go.
Is that the other word
Yes,
that you were looking for? Yeah,
addictive.
they are absolutely beautiful, stunning. I have got samples here as well, but it's not just about the stamps, because you are also getting the cardstock as well. Now, there's 50 sheets of the super smooth, the 15 by 30 centimetres as well, which is a great size. We'll see more of those, of course. And then we've got 20 sheets of the watercolour as well, which is 15 by 15. So great sizes to work with, Hazel.
Absolutely. So the perfect size to be a matte and layer onto your card blank, or you can just use them for different projects,
Yeah, of
entirely up
course.
to yourselves.
Lovely. Now, what I love about the stamps as well is the fact that we've seen this before with Pink Frog, and it works so well. You've got the flower heads, you've got the stems, you've got the leaves, so you can build up sprays, you can build up wreaths, you can build up, you know, you can just go with the flower heads if you wish. You've got lots and lots of options.
And that's why we did it on this, because we wanted it to be versatile. If we'd have had them joined, it would have just been a tulip, and then you would have had to have been snipping into. Because we've given you the 2 choices on the heads for the tulip, the 2 different choices for the daffodils, it just gives you more scope to, what's the word? Be creative.
Yeah, exactly.
and decoupage up
Yeah.
and get some lovely depth there. I mean, look at those gorgeous tulips there.
They are stunning, aren't
Yeah.
they? And do you know, even though you've got those separate components, then you can build up in many different ways. Of course, you can still use your masking materials to mask off areas and build in that way as well. Of course, you can. That is pretty, isn't it?
See the clouds behind there in the background, that's using the mylar. And in near enough every card, you could be using the masket. So they're real key items to have in your stash.
Definitely. Well, when it comes to the one-day special, ooh, busy. We've been very much from the start as well. Now, if you do become a Freedom member, this is where the biggest savings are. You can see there, you've got £9 saving, just £29.69, and that's delivered to your door. We've got brand new stamps, we've got the cardstock for you as well. What more would you want other than the super smooth and, of course, the watercolour to go along with those stamps? 878-856 is the item number. Oh, now then, we've got a limited stock already on the texture stamp. Is this a new one?
This is, we were together, I think, when we launched this, and it sold out. This is the first time we've been able to get it back, and look what's happened again.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised, Hazel, I've got to say. Oh, absolutely beautiful. These are A5. You've got textures too, and you've got 4 stamps there. We did say limited stock. You need to be very quick on these. £14.95 is the price here. Very well worth every single penny of that. In fact, I think that's exceptional value. We do have a board to show you as well. What you can create with these, Hazel, I just think is amazing. It looks so realistic, doesn't it?
It does,
You know, I'm going to turn it that way because of the brickwork.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's white embossing onto super smooth, and then just some watercolour just floated around, not even being too careful. But I think the results are amazing on that.
They really
and
are.
it would look different again if it was just stamped in black ink, or if it was gold heat embossed. There's so
Yeah.
many different options that you can play with.
Well, do not miss out on yours. I think some people will be very unlucky and miss out on these. We're down to single figures on those, actually. So you need to be very, very quick. Don't hesitate checking out those baskets. And you still get your free gift as well. 166955 is the item number. Now, we also have the chrysanthemum for you. Now, this is a returning favourite. This is, I've got to say, Hazel, when I saw you work with this, I did say to you that particular night, it was my favourite demonstration with the pencil.
Absolutely.
I still absolutely adore this stamp set. It is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't got yours yet, please do go for this one. Again, only $14.95. You're getting 12 individual stamps there. And the icing on the cake for me is the family of ladybirds on this one. Aren't they so sweet? Love it that you get the 3 different sizes.
Yeah.
It really is a family, isn't it?
It is a family, yeah, and it works. I love the pop of red on there.
Yeah, beautiful. And you can see we've got the texture stamp on there with the brickwork as well. But that beautiful chrysanthemum, it's stunning. It really is. Do you know, we've got so many samples here. I know I'm not going to get through them all, but, you know, I don't want to get to Hazel as quickly as possible as well. But what you can achieve with any of the stamp sets, whether it's the one-day special or anything else we've got on here, is just amazing. But, do you know, if you don't mind me saying, Hazel, it doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Simplicity is the key, I think, here, because it's the stamps that are doing all the work.
And because they're such a nice size as well, they really do draw your eye in. Even if it was just simply the chrysanthemum on the card with no foliage on there or anything, it would still look as stunning.
Wonderful.
Caroline's made that one. I must thank everybody. Caroline has been amazing. Claire has been amazing. Anita, bless her heart, her parcels got lost, but we have got pictures of hers. And Cheryl as well. And also a new lady's been helping us, Dawn McPhee. She's done some lovely scrapbook stuff.
Oh, I know
so,
Dawn.
Yes.
How lovely. Well, $14.95, 165554. Now, I was going to move on, but I've got to let you know it has happened. We did warn you, the texture stamp has sold out. Well done, those that got them. Check your baskets out. If we have any bounce backs, we will let you know. But I've got a feeling those baskets will be checked out. You don't want to miss out on that one. Right, now then, we've got the spring card collection. Now, this isn't on its own. We've got the watercolour pencils to go with them. Now, you're getting 35 sheets of the card. They really are spring colours as well, aren't they?
They're gorgeous.
5 of each colour as well, which is beautiful. And you've got the watercolour pencils. Now, Staedtler is the name behind these, which is a very well-known brand. It's been around for many, many, many years. Exceptional quality again, so you can rest assured you really are getting a great bundle here as well. Only $19.99. 487270 is the item number for this one. What amazing prices and products we've got.
And those watercolour pencils go beautiful on top of the coloured card. There's a bag at the front there where I've actually stamped onto the coloured card and used the pencils on top, and it really does look effective.
Wonderful. Well, you've heard it from Hazel. Honestly, go for these with Staedtler's name to them. You know they're going to be quality as well, and that cardstock is just beautiful. Now, if you go to the website, that's where you're going to find everything, of course. You can see all of the stamps. Look at the 5-star reviews here as well. Do you know, we've got all sorts of cardstock in different shapes and sizes. We've got your essentials when it comes to things like your foam tape and your sticky sheets. We've got the masket. We've got the Scotch tape. It looks like that's back in stock again. We've got red liner. Oh, if you've never seen the gesso, go for the bundle of gesso. You get 3 tubes. It's exceptional value once again. Joe, we've got so many goodies around the studio. I'm just in awe at the samples as well, so I'm just going to repeat what Hazel said. Really, really well done to the design team, because you've worked your magic as always when it comes to the samples. Just wonderful. Now, the one-day special proving to be extremely busy. It was from the word go. It's continuing that format throughout, I think. I think we're going to see the same thing tomorrow as well. So make sure you don't hesitate on these and check those baskets out. Something else I just want to point out is the poppy stamp. You do get the true red card there. If you've never seen that one before, that also is absolutely beautiful. Now, another reminder as well that your free gift, your gift with purchase, is the Wedding Ivory flower shaping card as well, which is absolutely beautiful. You don't have to go for the one-day special. Any purchase, it's 1 per customer. To make sure that you get yours, check those baskets out. Right, without further ado, I think we're going to head over to Hazel.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, I've got a piece of Super Smooth that I've done what we call the Galaxy technique on, and I'm just going to do something a little bit different. So I've got a, what is it? Pad.
Antistatic?
That's it, one of them. I'm just
Have you
going
made that? Have you made that yourself?
No, I've had it for years. I don't even know where I got it from. It's just been in my stash for years. So I'm just going to static over there, and I'm going to use the iris for this one, and we're going to heat emboss in white on it.
Okay, lovely.
Okay, so I'm just going to ink that up.
So it's a clear ink, and we're going with the white embossing powder.
Yes, yeah. And I'm just going to stamp that down, maybe there.
You're right about the size of these stamps, Hazel, as well. They are just the perfect size,
They are. I just really, really loved, and I love the way that you can stamp them a couple of times and sort of like decoupage them up. I'm trying not to have to mask this. I know that sounds like I'm cheating, but there's a reason behind it.
Okay.
Okay, so I've put a couple of those on. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper.
We can see the ink coming through there. We can see the detail, but obviously the magic happens with the embossing powder.
Put the powder on. Didn't really need that much, but that's it. I thought I'd got a big speckle there, but it's a daub of white ink. Here we go. Let's just heat this.
Okay.
Right, I'll do the housekeeping. You're going to see you're going to see my scrap on the back. Look.
That doesn't look like scrap to me. I wonder if anybody's ever done that. Not tipped away their embossing powder and then used the heat gun over the top of it and melted it.
I opened some new inks in the craft room, and I'd undone the lid ready, and I didn't realise, and I went, and the whole bottle just went. I was like, oh my word! It was soul destroying. Right, so that's just. I love how bright it comes against that dark background.
It's like a titanium white, isn't it? It's so white.
And then I'm going to just use one of the gorgeous little butterflies. So there's one that's got, just going to leave that one off. There. We'll pop one of those on.
Lovely.
We should have enough anti-static. Just going to get it on the top.
Oh, so it's landed on the petal.
Yeah. And then we'll do that. That was cheating, wasn't it?
We'll allow that.
Yeah, okay.
Now we are very, very busy again. We have queues on the phone lines, but do stay with us. We will get to you.
Okay. So I know how last time you really, really enjoyed the pencil.
Oh, I did.
It's got me kind of, I've been doing it at home, and I went out and I got myself some charcoal pencils, and there was a white one in there. Oh. And I started to have a play, and I was like, oh, I really like that. So this is just a charcoal white pencil.
Okay.
And then you can go in and just smudge this out the same as what you would do.
Oh, how wonderful.
But it just gives a completely different look. So we'll just put some of that down.
Oh, I think I need to look for one of those, Hazel.
It did come with some, like, just dark charcoal. I don't even know if you might even have it on your website.
Now I can see you've
Might
got
be worth having
Derwent
a
is
look.
the name on there.
It is Derwent, yeah. It's
so we never know, we may.
So I'm just adding a little bit around, and then I can use. I try not to use one with with charcoal on, and then you just soften the edge so it gives you that nice.
You can see the chalkiness, can't you?
Yeah.
It's a lovely effect.
Now this, I would just set it with maybe a little bit of. I used a bit of hairspray, if I'm honest.
Yeah, just to seal it so it doesn't smudge.
Yeah. So I'll just do this one quickly, and then I did discover, and I loved the effect. We'll just finish those petals down there. It does, again, it doesn't take a lot of effort, but you get really, really nice results.
That's very quick to do as well. I know you are sort of.
I am doing it. It's as if you're on like fast forward, isn't it?
But even so, you can see how that's coming together so beautifully.
It really is effective. And obviously, you take a little bit more time. Let's just add a little bit more up there. Now, bit more on that one. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab, now I love our miler, and this is just a piece of our miler that I've cut down to a 6x6, so it's a 12x12 sheet, and I cut it into 4, and then I make a number of different stencils, and I'm going to come back to that, but I just want to show you this moon. So I'm going to place it there, and I'm going to grab my pencil.
This is
and
such
just
a good
draw around.
Mylar.
Oh God, that was like the chalkboard.
Oh, I did hear it that time.
Right, so I'm just doing that, and then I'm just going to go around with my finger.
Just again soften it there.
Yeah, just soften that round.
Oh, what a lovely way of doing bubbles as well.
Hey?
That'd be a lovely way of doing bubbles as
well.
It
would,
with
yeah.
A pencil like that.
But just if you want a bit more, just go in. But I just thought it gave a really
beautiful
effect. And again, not a lot of effort. So what I'm going to do now is I want a lovely sentiment going across there. I've just put a little bit more static on just in case it rubbed off.
Okay.
What shall we have? Because we have 15 to choose from, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we do.
15.
I think we will have... Not laugh every day, because I've got that on my original one. I wanted to do it and I just glanced across. Love Beyond Words.
Oh, that
we'll
works.
Go for that
That
one.
works perfectly.
And I think we will go central. And I think we will go in the stamping platform just to be on the safe side.
Now the Mylar is on the screen. You get 6 sheets. It is 12x12. So if you want to cut this down into your 6x6 inch stencils to create your own, you're going to get 4 out of every sheet. So that makes 24 6x6 stencils. It's always very popular. Do go for yours. You can use it for other purposes as well. Item number 394204. Now I am going to get back to Hazel as quickly as possible, but we've got a little bit of news. I did hear the phone ringing and I thought, oh, what's happening? There was a certain person on the phone lines to the gallery to say we can get some more of the texture stamps. So if you've missed out, please, please, please go for these as quickly as possible, because I have a feeling they're going to go again. Now the dispatch date, it's a little bit extended, is the 22nd of March. It's only 10 days, so do not miss out on yours. Just very, very quick. I'm just going to flash the board to you again so you can see what you can achieve. And this is just one result using a little bit of ink and white embossing powder. Honestly, these are incredible. I think they're fantastic. You're going to reach for them every single time. Back in stock. Okay, Hazel.
Okay, so I've stamped and I put my embossing powder on there. I'm just going to tap that off. In fact, I've just tapped it a bit hard. Hang on. That's better.
Lovely
and
stuff.
Then I'm just going to quickly heat. That won't take no time at all. So.
That is such a lovely effect. I mean, we see quite a lot of the white embossing powder. I think the white with the white and then that beautiful galaxy background, there's just the right balance of colour.
Yeah, I love the, it's almost like a bit drama, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I like that. So we're going to stick that on. I've just done a little matten layer, and then what we'll do, now normally, let's just stick that on there. Look at me concentrating.
Do you know, that little bit of matting and layering makes all the difference as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, so let's just get that. I've got powder everywhere. I'm just going to turn that over and give that a little rub, just to make sure it gets those edges.
Yeah.
Because it's been heated, you're always going to get a slight kink. So I want a nice solid stick around the edge. There we go. So now that's perfect.
Love it.
I have got another matten layer, because we're going to be making a Z-fold card. I love it when you don't know what we're making. It's a surprise. Okay, so I've grabbed myself another little square and I'm going to put a verse in here. Now on your sheet, that's if you bought it, or when you're waiting for it. I've got one here that says, today is your birthday, a time to celebrate. And that is parted. There's another bit here that says, wishing you lots of happiness and hope your day is great. So they fit together as a verse or work separately.
Oh,
so
nice.
rather than putting it as one verse, we've done it separately, so you don't have to mess around, basically.
Okay.
So let's stamp that one first.
Do you know, I like it when they're separated as well,
Yeah.
because even if you want to use both, you can still have a gap in between, so
Yes.
you can put an image in between as well.
So that's that bit, and it literally is just a tiny tap. Pop that one on there. Where did I put it? And then this one. The reason I'm doing it separately is because I want to get that maybe up a little bit more as opposed to having a gap. So I want it to look like it's running on. You watch, I'll get a big gap now. There we go. So we'll just ink that one up.
Is it important just to give that little tap with the stamp so that you're not squashing the polymer? Is that what it is, so you don't get kind of a
I
thicker
just think you
line?
get a better impression. There
Yeah, it's
really
crisp,
is no
isn't
need
it,
to
like
be,
that?
you know, you don't have to, it just works. Let's pop that there and we'll matte and layer that one on. I'm not going to do anything else to that. I'm going to keep it quite simple. I might change my mind though when I've stuck it on. Again, I do really like black and white. So I'm going to take my iris stamp and I'm just going to use a little bit of the head there because I just fancy that on the corner.
Oh, nice.
That, See, look, I'm messing. There you go. Just on there.
Oh,
so that
perfect.
that
Hazel,
finishes
that's
that off for me.
gorgeous.
So that's my front and my inside done. Now we just need a card blank. So I'm just going to
Okay.
move them up there. Here it is under here, look. So it's a 15 by 30 from the set.
Okay, so this is from the one day special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to score this at 7.5 and 15. And what
Okay.
we didn't mention was you will get an instruction sheet in there with 10 folds as well so that you can do all these
Oh,
folds.
that's included.
Yeah.
Oh, bonus.
So just go over those folds to make it so it's got that
Yeah.
springy piece. And then I'm going to continue that black and white kind of theme. And I'm just going to put my end in there so it doesn't go. There we go. I'm just going to stamp some little black and white irises down the side panels just to finish it off. Let's get a little bit of tissue
Okay.
because I made a mess.
Oh, have you got
There
a
we go.
smudge?
I do use my platform a lot, but I do have a need to use the blocks as well when you're doing this sort of thing.
Well, do you know, that is so true, isn't it? I mean, the platforms are brilliant, but it certainly doesn't
Yeah.
make the blocks redundant by any means.
No.
Always a tool for the job.
Yeah, I'm just going to come across there. So I've
Well,
got a
that's
bit
nice
of the
with
stalk
stem.
coming down.
Yeah.
Oh, why do I call it stalk? Stalk?
Well, it
stem?
is a stalk.
Yeah, I suppose.
Stalk or stem, it doesn't really matter.
And then a little bit on there. That's that one.
Very nice.
And then the same on this side. Again, it's nice and simple, but really quite striking.
It's very classy, I think.
So we'll do the same sort of thing. We'll do one. Come on. And I think I might even sneak a little butterfly in there. 2. And that last one in there.
Oh, I love that, Hazel.
And then this little butterfly because it's just sitting here. Now just think that's going to go in there. I need it somewhere it's going to be seen, so I might not use it. We'll wait.
Okay.
I was getting ahead of myself. So what I like to do here, in fact, I'm going to raise this up on pads. Now these are the 25 by 25 mil by 2 mil, and they're on that big roll. And just to give it a little bit more, I love these because they're easy to take off. They've got an easy lift back. And
This is a brilliant bundle. Look at the value you've got here. I can't believe for £24.99 you're getting everything you're seeing on the screen there. Now there's 1,500 foam pads. You're also getting the 25-metre foam roll in there as well. And you get those sheets as well, do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. And they are so handy. You'll see that in a demo down the line a little bit. It's probably, obviously, it's going to be tomorrow now, I think.
Do you know, as if that's not enough, you've got a £5.50 saving. This should be £30.49. I think that is exceptional value. But for £24.99, make sure that you do stock up. These are consumables. These are essential. So make sure you've got yours. 325813 is the item number.
And then for the last bit, fold this over, put your square on the top and line it up onto there. What I do then is just slide my fingers down until they touch that fold. When I hit it, I know that I can't glue past my fingers.
Yeah.
And then we'll
that's
pop
another
that
thing
back.
we've all done at some point, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've all stuck down where we've got Z folds or gate folds or easel cards.
And if I lift that up for you,
It's so pretty.
that gives you just something
Isn't
a little
that
bit
just
different,
beautiful?
because all of the other samples, they're all really pretty and spring, but I just thought, yeah.
Well,
let's
it
do
just
something
goes to show
slightly.
how versatile the stamps are
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah.
That is stunning. Oh, Hazel, thank you so much. We'll let you get ready for another
Thank you.
demonstration. We'll have a bit of a recap as well. And also, we've got some pictures to show you. Now, who was the lady who sent in and...
It's Anita.
Anita.
Yes.
Anita, our parcel so far hasn't arrived, but we do have pictures, so we're going to show you these now. These are beautiful as well. Look at these. Gorgeous. We can see the tulips there in the bright yellow. Oh, I can see she's done some nice shaping to those as well,
She
Hazel.
loves fussy cutting, and she's the flower queen in my eyes. She absolutely loves building up and decoupaging and colouring. She's brilliant. Well, all the girls are brilliant. Every
that's
one of
nice,
them.
Isn't it, as well?
Again, she loved the pencil technique,
Yeah.
so she's done that with that lovely pop of colour in the middle there.
Oh, that is beautiful. Kind thoughts is the sentiment there. I mean, that again, very, very clever, and you can see, you know, how
Very
that
dimensional,
curve
yeah.
of the tulip there, and the little butterfly on the vase, very pretty indeed.
And I like the little sheep.
Do you know, I was just going to say, look at the little sheep. The sheep are just amazing, aren't they, as well?
Yeah.
Those. Oh, thank you, Anita. We're so sorry that your parcel hasn't turned up, but we got to see the sheep instead, which was a bonus in my eyes. Now, let's have a look at the one-day special. It is proving so popular. 70% of the stock has gone. Of course, you've seen the two new stamp sets that Hazel's been using. You've got the iris, you've got the daffodil in there, you've got the tulip in there. I absolutely love the fact that you've got the stems, you've got leaves, you've got flower heads separate, you've got sentiments in there, the little butterflies, and then, of course, you've got those phrases or sentiments separately as well. 15 of them, so you're going to find something for every single occasion. Not only that, you are getting cardstock as well. 50 of the super smooth, which by now everybody knows how popular this is and how many guests use it here. Myself, Leonie, Paula, you know, we all love Pink Frog. And then you're also getting the watercolour as well. 20 sheets of the 15 by 15 centimetre, which of course you can use for matting and layering. You can cut it down if you so wish, but just again, perfect for the needs, you know, when you're doing those watercolour techniques as well. We do have a saving for you. If you're a Freedom member, you've got a lovely £9 saving there. So delivered to your door for £29.69. 878 856 is the item number. And there you can see all of those individual components stamped out. Now you imagine, well, we saw it with Anita's beautiful vase there, how you can build these together into full sprays or bouquets, or you can use them separately. You know, you could even elongate the stems on the flowers if you so wished. Now, another reminder about one or two other things as well, and we're going to continue down the counter a little bit. The texture stamp is back in stock. It's on extended delivery. The 22nd of March is the dispatch from date. Do not miss out on yours again. This sold out the first time it came here so quickly, I can remember. It's sold out again during this hour. I mean, the majority of the stock went in the first hour. There's sales in between the hours as well. This is what you can achieve. That's just one effect using white embossing powder and, of course, an ink, but you could go with kind of weathered effects in blues if you wanted to. I mean, I love the wood grain there. All of these you're going to use time and time and time again. $14.95 166 955. Remember, every purchase comes with a free gift, a gift with purchase as well, one per customer. It's the wedding ivory paper. Now, the chrysanthemum, if you have never seen this before, do not miss out on this. This will be one of your go-to stamps, I know that for sure. 70% of the stock has gone again. $14.95 for this one, 165,554, and you haven't spotted them or you haven't made them out yet, that family of ladybirds is included in there. It is stunning. Now let me just find, right, okay, let me show you this. We've got so many samples, but if I show you the board that we've got, so you can see all of those components again that create this wonderful stamp set. There is a bit of colour on here as well for inspiration, but as we've seen with Hazel, you know, it doesn't matter if you use colour. If you use a pencil, if you use a charcoal pencil even, look at that. Just love that. Still one of my favourites. 165,554 is the item number. Now the watercolour pencils and the spring card, another popular bundle this one, almost half of the stock has gone. Now you are getting 35 sheets of the card, 5 of each colour, so you've got 7 different colours there, and you are getting the pencils and the paintbrush. And I've got to just point out again, we're talking Staedtler here, which is a very well-renowned company that have been around for many years. They know exactly what they're doing, so you know you're getting quality, both the cardstock and the pencils as well. £19.99 is the price. It's a new today, 487270. And Hazel was using those at 6 o'clock, so if you want to catch that show on Rewind, you can. Now we're going to move down a little bit further this time because we have got more to tell you about as well. We've got the A5 and the A6 Super Smooth. You get absolutely loads of this. So 160 of the A5, 320 of the A6. Now this is the one that comes in the box, isn't it, Hazel?
It is, yes, and I always have mine here because I'm forever dibbing in. It's just such a handy box to have. You won't be disappointed. You'll put it on your craft desk and you'll just be like, just make a background and I'll just make another one.
Do you know, you certainly will. And I love the fact that it's in the box. Don't take yours out. Do what Hazel does. It's only taking up that footprint of A4, but you've got everything in there. 160, as I say, of the A5, 320 of the A6. Now, that is your Super Smooth as well, so it's going to be used for so many different effects. 698005 is the item number. No wonder we've been so busy again. Then we've got the Mylar, always a popular bundle again. 6 sheets, but these are 12 by 12. So you can create your own stencils. You could use these as media sheets for mixing your paints and doing your techniques on as well, especially if you've got your basic shapes and you want to die cut. I mean, circles. We've seen how Hazel's already used a circle for a moon. We use it for, you know, spotlights or silhouettes, when you're putting silhouettes into spotlights, that sort of thing as well. But you can die cut this with your regular dies. I also was using this with the Dremel the other day with the heat knife, the hot knife, to cut into it as well, which was brilliant. £11.99 is the price for this. So if you want to cut that down into 6 by 6 stencils, you're going to make 24 individual stencils. 394204 is the item number. Then, of course, we've already mentioned it, but do not miss out on this, the adhesive foam collection. Now, you've got so much here. You've got 4 sheets of the A4. Now, 2 of them are 2mm thick and 2 are 3mm thick. So straight away you've got, you know, different depths there, which is very handy. Then you've got the foam pad roll, which is this one here. If I just turn that to the side so you can see, is that a centimetre, that one? Oh, that's the foam tape, that one. 25 metres on this one. Yeah, it's 10 mils. 10 mil, so which is a centimetre, isn't it? Yeah. And then we have the foam pad roll. Let me just show you this again. Now, just because, I mean, this is a great size. Oops,
that's
like
Adam. That was Adam's fault.
I love that. That could make a lovely little hat,
He
couldn't
wore
it?
it as a hat.
Did he?
Yes, he
oh,
did.
Well, I'm not surprised. Sir Adam. There we are. We've got those wonderful size foam pads there, but of course you could cut these down if you wanted to as well. £24.99 for the whole bundle. £5.50 saving on this. 325813. Now, we did kind of miss something. We did mention it earlier, but in the middle of the foam pads and the Mylar is something else that I would say, if you can, pop this into your basket. Don't miss out on this. This is your masket. Now, you've got 10 sheets here. You will see Hazel use this so many times over. Reusable to a point as well. 976569 is the item number, and half the stock has gone. Now, we've got lots of other things on offer for you as well. There's loads and loads on the website. Do have a look. But of course, you know, we've got more to fit in the way of demonstration as well, haven't we? So shall we go back to Hazel? Let's do that.
Fabulous. I just want to show you with the Mylar, if I may, before I go on to another card. Don't think that if you haven't got a die cutting machine that it will be no good for you, because you can still, and you said about using a Dremel, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a hot knife.
Right, okay. If I got one of my 6 by 6 squares and I've got just got a piece of card underneath there, I'm just going to draw around to give myself a square. Now, I have to thank Julie Hickey. She had some Mylar and she did this, and she did a workshop and she did a stencil, and I was like, oh, that is cracking. I had a word with her. I said, can I do it? She said, of course you can. Thanks, Julie. So I've drawn myself a square, and now I'm just going to go on and I'm just going to create some clouds. Okay?
Wonderful.
And then maybe this side, I might want to go some hills, like so.
Nice.
Then I can put that on there, and then I've got a chance to change it if I want to, you see. So I'd put that on there. Just go over with your pen. This one, I'm not really happy with the roundy bits I did, so I'm going to do them again. Look, I'm going to go down, 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 and I'm going to go up and up. Okay?
Okay, lovely.
Then I'm going to get my scissors. It's 350 micron,
Yeah.
but it cuts like butter. Just go around. And if you're not, again, if you're not happy with your lines, you can alter them. There's nothing written that you've got to. So that's that one. And then if I just go.
I never realised you were left-handed, Hazel.
I was going to say something, but I'm not. Yes, I've always been left-handed. I like being left-handed, and until it comes to doing that fancy writing. So there we go. I've got my negative like that, and I've got those. So this bit here, look, all of a sudden, if I grab that, I'm just going to show you roughly on here. And I was going to be doing some clouds. Obviously, you wouldn't normally do it in black, but I'm just doing it so that you can see. You've got them beautiful clouds, nice. And then you can flip it over and move them, do them at jaunty angles, and that's how I created the ones on the back. Look.
Yeah.
And then if you want to use the hills, you'd go up the way. Like that. This is an awful, look at that. I've chose the scrappiest bit of card, look, but it just gives you,
we can see exactly
you can see how simple it is, yeah?
Beautiful.
So I just wanted to show you that before we went all pretty in spring again.
Okay.
But it's a really great way to use your mylar, and then just pop them in. I've got a box and everything goes in my box.
And that's it, they're going to last, they're totally reusable. I mean, we've
Absolutely.
done that technique with bits of card before, but you tend to have to get a new piece of card every time you do the technique. That way, you've always got something to hand, so it is a great tip again.
There's one more piece, look. That there, I cut.
Could you cut this with a craft knife as well?
Yes, you could. If I just grabbed it, I'll just do a quick cut for you. You watch, here we go. So if you're using a trimmer, my blade is quite blunt at the moment, but I'm going to pop that on 1.5 centimetres. Okay. I'm going to bring it down here, and I'm going to do it, I'm just going to roughly do it. And I'm going to go up to that 1.5, and then I'm going to move it along to 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5. There we go, and I'm going to come down. And I'll turn it around and put it on 1.5. And this is just so that I can create that little, you know, when I did my embossing powder and I said, oh, you'll see what I was messing around with on my, that's what I was playing with on the back. So I made the little stencil, so that just pops out.
You've also got another mask there as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
The pop out bits.
If you keep that.
Be useful.
If I am going to bring this up because, but look, I know it's awful, but look, I've got my 3 panels. I was just messing around and I thought, oh, that would look really pretty.
That does look very nice.
So I thought, well, if I run out of demos, I know what I'm going to be doing.
Guys, do you know, such a good idea again.
Again.
And you've used 1/4 of a sheet of mylar there. Yeah. Because you've cut down into 6 by 6. Honestly, do grab some of this. You will make use of it. £11.99. Cannot go over the price there. 394204. That's 6 sheets, of course, or 24 6 by 6 stencils if you cut them all into 1/4.
Right. I need something. Where is it? Can I just get an ink?
You can.
Can I just get an ink?
What you need. We'll give a quick reminder of the one-day special then, Hazel, while you get ready. Of course, the one-day special, brand new today, launched at 6 o'clock. We are so busy again this hour. 3/4 of the stock has gone. That's the full 24-hour stock we're talking about there. Now, you are getting 2 brand new stamp sets, which are absolutely beautiful. You've got the iris, you've got the daffodil, you've got the tulip in there as well, you've got the ladybirds, you've got sentiments, then you've got a whole sheet of sentiments as well. There's something for all occasions. Some of these you can break down, some you can put together again. You know, it's entirely up to you how you work with them. Freedom members, you've got a £9 saving here, just £29.69. I haven't finished though, because I've got to tell you about the cardstock as well in there, because you have got 50 sheets of the Super Smooth included. They're 15 by 30 in size, that's centimetres, and then the watercolour, which is 15 by 15, and there's 20 sheets of that one. Don't forget, everybody, whether it's one day special or not, you're going to get your gift with purchase, which is your wedding ivory. This is your flower making paper. It's 180 GSM. So one per customer there. 878856 is the item number for the one day special. Grab yours now, because I've got a feeling it's not going to be hanging around. Right, Hazel, where are we up to?
So I've got a square of the watercolour card that comes in the one day special, and I'm just going to add a little bit of really light kind of, it's tumbled glass, but you won't really see much of it. In fact, yeah, you can see a little bit. I'm just putting it on faint, well, it's a faint colour anyway, and just really roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's enough. Then I'm going to move on to Hickory Smoke, and I've got the brick wall from the Textures too. Nice. And I've just inked that up. I think I'll do it that way. And I'm going to come down, no, I'm going to do it that way. I'm just going to stamp. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect.
I love Hickory Smoke.
It's a nice one, isn't it? I'm just going to come over a bit on that one.
And it just got to show, Hazel, there is no wrong or right way for that stamp at all, is there? In fact, none of them. You can have them any which way, really. OK, so we've just got that bit of brick wall up the side. Then make sure I have. It's got yellow in it from the daffodils. Squeeze it out, because we don't want a yellow brick wall. I'm just going to go in really, just run your water brush along the line, and it just moves that ink a little, and it just makes them look completely different. It does. It's very subtle, but it certainly does make the difference. Looks great.
It is subtle. I shouldn't have used grey. So what I'm going to do, on my original sample, I used Vintage Photo. I'm just going to get a bit of black.
I think it looks really good.
So if you... Oh, that's a springy one. Right.
Spring is in the air.
Yes, there's a lot of black on there as well, isn't there? I'm not going to use that. If you wanted to, you can just add in a little bit more black here and there, just to... And it is a tiny bit. If you feel that you've got too much on, just wash it out. And it just adds a little bit more to your brick.
Yeah, it's giving that shadow and that depth, isn't it?
Yeah, bearing in mind, this is just going to be in the background.
Yeah.
It's the flowers.
So you don't want it overpowering,
no,
do you?
just that's why I changed. I remember now, that's why I changed from brown to the grey. So that gives me a real nice kind of edge to my card. I'm going to have to wipe all that black ink up and waste it. It's fine. Right, now I'm going to take the daffodil.
Okay.
I'm going to just stick that back in on there, because I can't do it with one hand. And then using my VersaFine, I'm going to just pop in around about there. Just stamp that down, and I'm going to use my pencils. I'm going to get a couple of greens, probably that one and that one.
Oh, so using the pencils from our new kit then, our spring kit that comes with 35 sheets of A4 spring colours. You've got 5 of each sheet. There's 7 different colours there. There's 5 of each, and of course those watercolour pencils, brand name Staedtler, which is just wonderful. That's a cracking price, Hazel, isn't it?
It's amazing,
$19.99.
amazing. And the spring card is really lovely too. They just work really well together.
And you get a water brush as well?
You get a paintbrush, yes.
Paintbrush in there?
Yeah. So just add in, they just look so nice. You don't have to be too careful. I think that's why why I like the watercolour side. So I've just got that in to start me off.
Lovely.
Now I have gone ahead and prepped some bits, but I'm going to show you exactly what I've done so that you can, and I don't know if you can notice on there, I've got a depth to my, can you see there?
Yeah.
So I've used one of the foam sheets.
Ah, is that the 2mm one you've used?
Yes,
from the
so
bundle?
what I've done, I've cut a piece here. I'm going to peel, I'm going to peel the back off, and I'm just going to stick some super smooth on the back. Put that on there.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm going to grab my tulip leaves.
Oh, clever. You're stamping onto the card, you stick onto the
Yes.
foam sheet.
So then that is going to give us dimension.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then we've got that
And that's
backing.
got proper support because
All
you've got
the way,
a solid sheet
yeah.
underneath there.
So I then stamp that on there, and I'm stamping into cushioned, so
Yeah.
I'm getting a real good finish. I'm going to use my pencils again, add a little bit of dark up there, bit of light. But again, you'll see I'm not doing anything that's hard there.
No.
So I love this twisted leaf. This is really nice. Real dark up against that line there.
Oh, nice.
We'll give a little bit.
Now, you do get some of the 2mm in the big bundle, but there's also another bundle we've put on the screen for you as well. Now, this is the 8 sheets of 2mm foam. These are A4. $11.99 is the price here. 883259 is the item number. So this is your solid foam sheets. Another great bundle.
And then you just fill that in. And then you would go with your scissors. Now, I'm lefty, so I'm going to angle that way so that you don't, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't stamped right the way down there, but just going to come in and just angle it away so it just tapers the foam at an angle underneath.
You've got a chamfered edge, so to speak.
Obviously, I wasn't going to cut them out, but I just want to show you how easy it is.
You've got them done for another project then as well.
Yeah, we can always add them on to this one.
They'd look lovely.
So
in a
even that
frame,
nice
wouldn't they,
thin,
as well?
yeah. And it all helps because I can actually see what I'm doing. Right.
Do you know, we've still got a little bit of time left on this show, but I am just going to remind people that we do make lots of sales in between shows as well. There is a very good chance that the one-day special might disappear overnight the way it's going. So don't forget, we repeat shows throughout the night. We're back again at 6 o'clock in the morning. That is a repeat show, but
Just gonna
it's still
say,
the next day,
I haven't
isn't
got to
it?
come at 6.
No, 8 o'clock is the first live show tomorrow. No, but they do repeat right through the night, don't they? So, you know, there are people that work different shifts and who are like me, who can't sleep and just stay up watching TV, who get tempted to purchase during the night hours as well.
So I have gone ahead. I feel a bit mean not showing you the tulip. I'm gonna show you the tulip. How are we doing on time? Because I want to make sure I finish it.
We've got demo time. We've got about 5 minutes.
Right, okay. I'll do a quick tulip and then we'll pop it together.
Okay.
So I literally would stamp this down a couple of times because I want to decoupage it up, layer it up to give me the dimension in here. Okay. So maybe, I think it was...
Do you know what I bet you could do there with that tulip as well, Hazel?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's done it. I'm just looking at it because of the individual petals. If you were to stamp as a solid flower head and then stamp again, you could take some of the outer petals and curl them back and then attach them so they're like unfurling.
Ooh. So real nice feathering, and then I want that darker up there, so I am going to press there. But I'm also going to add in a little bit of this pinky colour as well.
Oh, nice. I love these pencils.
They're really nice to use. And then let's just put some water in so that you can see where we're going. So I pull that colour up first and then into the darker. And if at any time you feel like you're flooding it all, just take the colour off, and then you can bring that in. If you feel like, oh, do you know what, I want that a bit darker than that, just let it dry and then go back in again. So this bit up here is going to have a lot of pigment down. So look, when I pull that up, that's going to be a darker petal. And then this one, I didn't put any of the other colour on, but never mind. It was just to show you. So yeah, just always take off the excess so that you can pull it together. And if I show you this one, I've done it a little bit, look, multicoloured. And it just really works well. So then all I would have done is cut this petal out and this petal out and layered them up. In fact, that one's hanging off. So it needs a little bit of glue just to make sure it's stuck. So I just stick it right at the very tip and then use my finger and thumb just to shape it underneath. So let's pop that card together. We're going to matte and layer it up on the black first.
Okay. These flowers, that it's worth having some of these stamped and cut out ready, or even coloured ready in different colours. So if ever you want a quick card, they're ready to go as well. They're just perfect for sitting one afternoon and just stamp and colour.
That's it. Right. So then I'm going to take my daffodil and think, right, well, that needs to come sort of like here. And then I want this coming in, the iris. And then this is the one that's foam padded. It's going to come up over the top, look. And I've done that. Wonderful. That one's going to come sort of like, I want to maybe go at more of an angle.
Oh, that's so pretty.
But that just works, doesn't it? So now I've got that in my head, I'm just going to move them two off. Okay. Now we can use our foam pads.
Okay, so these are in the big bundle.
Yeah, or we've also got the glue gel bundle. So
we do, don't we?
It depends what you prefer. So I'll do one. All I'll do is I'll just chop this down.
Okay.
And I'll double it up. So I'll make sure I can get the back off there.
If you really want to stock up, you could go for both, of course. You can go for the foam pad bundle. Don't forget we've got the foam pad sheets as well. We're looking at the big bundle at the moment on the screen, but we do also have the glue bundle as well. The 3D collal glue, which is always a good buy as well, but I can't get with this value. £24.99. If you're going for the big collection, that's £1,500 of the foam pads on a roll. You've got the foam tape on a roll, and you've got sheets of the foam pads as well, 2mm and 3mm, all for that price under item number 325813.
So for the iris, I've just popped a little glue on the stem. And then this one, let's peel the back off. So we said about there, didn't we? Stick that on. Don't worry about that bit, you can chop that off afterwards. Now this one, just going to cut a thin strip. Just see how far they're going to go, can't you, if you start cutting into them?
Definitely.
Come here.
I do like the grey wool with those colours you
use. It's soft, isn't it? I'm going to put a little bit on that side because I've got that little stem that's coming up there. And I'm just going to cheat. Stick that up the middle.
That's the perfect finishing touch, that little tulip head, I think.
Yeah. And then from our words, there's a gorgeous, that's going to go perfect there. I think it's going to fit.
About a minute and a half, Hazel.
Okay.
Oh, that is perfect.
Right, let's stick that on there. I'm going to do it on the block. Normally, I would do it in the platform, but I would like to just... I'm using my bricks to help line it up. Then there's something else I want to show you. I promised myself I wouldn't get messy with my stamps, but it's happening. We need a couple of butterflies just to finish off. So we'll have one there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, so what I've done, schoolgirl error, I've put the butterfly. Oh no, do you know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't know what I was messing with.
Did you think because of the flowers being
because of the foam pads that I wouldn't be able to do it? And you know how honest I am.
It's perfect. We didn't doubt it for a second.
They just need a little bit of colour, but I think I haven't got any time, have I?
We haven't. We've run out of time. I don't know where the hour is gone.
Let me bring that one in.
Wow.
Look, there's your colourful one. There's the one with the blues.
Wonderful, absolutely gorgeous. Hazel, we'll be back at 8 o'clock in the morning. Hazel, thank you once again for amazing demonstrations. Don't forget to check those baskets out. Over 3/4 of the stock of the one-day special is gone. We've already had sellouts on the texture stamps. They're back on extended. We've got lots for you in the way of foam pads and bundles and the mylar, the masket as well. Don't miss out on anything. Have a good look on the website. Check out those reviews as well. Hazel, thank you so much. Thank you. Stay with me though. I've got another hour at 9 o'clock. I need some company.